Ugh, it is 8 a.m. and I have to get out of bed to work on my research project for philosophy. But I'm so tired. Maybe I should sleep for a few more hours.
Yes, do it. I am so not bothered to work right now. No! AM has to work on her assignment. She's preparing for her future. Sleep. Don't
Guys,
sleep.
it is way too early for this. You both better not do what you did last time and...
Ugh, not again. Ladies and AMs of the jury, you're here to deliberate one of the most serious and critical cases ever. Should AM sleep in or not? Here is my argument.
If AM should work on her philosophy project, she must wake up early. AM should work on her philosophy project. Therefore, AM should wake up early.
Nice try, but your deductive argument is invalid. While the premises are true and that AM should work on her assignment, and that she can wake up early to do her assignment, the counterexample could be that she can wake up late and do her assignment as well. Waking up early or late does not affect her ability to do the assignment. Here's my argument.
If AM is tired, she must either sleep in or she will fall asleep on her desk instead. AM is tired. AM does not want to fall asleep on her desk. Therefore, AM should sleep in.
Good attempt, but that's a false dichotomy as you're only offering two possible options despite there being many more to choose from. AM can still wake up early and drink coffee even if she is still tired and doesn't want to fall asleep on her desk. That's it, I'm going to sleep. Wait, no!
Should freedom of speech be a fundamental human right?
Not again. I don't know about you, AM, but it was very easy to invalidate each other's deductive arguments. Perhaps it's best to use non-deductive arguments? Let's give it a shot. Freedom of speech is a principle that marries the concepts of constitutional democracy and truth-seeking to catalyze equal opportunity in the expression of oneself, including their thoughts, opinions, and feelings, to society.
If everyone is fallible, we must exercise epistemic humility and take precautions against our own bias against being wrong. Everyone is fallible. We must exercise epistemic humility and take precautions against our own bias against being wrong. Exercising epistemic humility involves seeking the truth. Truth is understood through a wide variety of reasons and opinions. A wide variety of reasons and opinions can be expressed and understood through freedom of speech. Freedom of speech allows us to exercise epistemic humility and take precautions against our own bias against being wrong. Fundamental human rights should aim to promote peace, equality, respect, and independence. Exercising epistemic humility and taking precautions against our own bias against being wrong promotes peace, equality, respect, and independence. If freedom of speech allows us to exercise epistemic humility and take precautions against our own bias against being wrong, then freedom of speech aims to promote peace, equality, respect, and independence. Freedom of speech aims to promote peace, equality, respect, and independence. Freedom of speech is still ignored in society through censoring of media or silencing of voices. Therefore, probably, freedom of speech should be a fundamental human right.
This non-deductive argument appears to be strong and cogent. I agree with the fact that unfettered speech will break echo chambers and encourage people to be open to more nuanced ideas. However, freedom of speech does not inevitably lead to truth. Sometimes it can impede truth-seeking if abused or used to hurt others.
If people can be harmed by speech, there are harmful speeches in society. People can be harmed by speech. There are harmful speeches in society. If harmful speech can be produced through freedom of speech has the potential to harm or hurt others. Harmful speech can be produced through freedom of speech. Freedom of speech has the potential to harm or hurt others. Fundamental human rights should aim to promote peace, equality, respect, and independence. If freedom of speech has the potential to hurt others, freedom of speech cannot promote peace, equality, respect, and independence. Freedom of speech can protect people by bringing about social awareness and providing useful knowledge when needed. Therefore, probably, freedom of speech should not be a fundamental human right.
This non-deductive argument appears to be weak as there are some large reasoning gaps, one of them being that freedom of speech can still promote peace, equality, respect, and independence despite having the potential to hurt others. Having the potential to hurt others does not encourage people to hurt others. Rather, it can simply be used in a way that is not in its intended purpose. Perhaps a better question to discuss is what can we do to mitigate the negative effects of freedom of speech? Let's consider censorship. By silencing those who abuse freedom of speech and commit hate crimes, for example, we can prevent most, if not all, harm that it produces in society. Censorship completely opposes freedom of speech and epistemic humility. Won't censorship fuel our inherent biases against being wrong because we can silence or ignore the opinions that we don't want to consider? Good point. How do we add epistemic humility to a concept that counteracts freedom of speech and epistemic humility? Oh, I know. How about we add epistemic humility and virtue ethics? If we were to observe the character of why someone is censoring or why someone is exercising their freedom of speech, we are able to act depending on the specific situation at hand. For example, if a minority were to exercise their freedom of speech, we could observe their character to see if their intentions were to give themselves and others a voice on how they feel, or if it were to harm others instead. We could then decide which action to take, to listen or to censor and ignore. Similarly, if we were to investigate the character of the government trying to censor a certain media footage, we could decide if they are doing this for their own benefit or for the benefit of the citizens. That's perfect. Don't forget, we would also need to be charitable too, since everyone has an opinion for a reason. I'm glad we came together in the end and found a solution that works for the both of us. Finally! Thank you and good night! Ah.